Please listen to these words of the Chalice Illumination. This morning we light one flame for many, an invitation to the altar of remembrance. It is the ancient calling of our ancestors, circling around us in smoky whispers and thunderous echoes, leaving the tendrils of their lives for us to gather into our hearts in this season of harvest and reflection. Let this light remind us that the seeds laid by our ancestors bear fruit for ourselves and for the many who come after us. May we carry this light and all its intention throughout this hour and throughout our lives.
Unitarian Universalist faith is rooted in practice of integrity, goodwill, and a relentless desire for understanding. On this foundation, we support ourselves and others in sustaining the kaleidoscope of beliefs through which we live our faith. With no one right way to uphold our UU principles, we hold our community together with a shared promise. We reaffirm this covenant weekly to center ourselves in that spirit as we enter worship together. Now I'd like to invite you to please remain seated as we share in reading our congregational covenant, which is printed inside your order of service. We covenant to engage one another with honesty, kindness, and respect, to value diversity, seek understanding of our differences, and practice gracious accountability with care, love, and empathy. We make these promises to those who are here and those yet to come, so that we may be a safe, welcoming, and beloved community of acceptance, learning, and transformation. And now if you please rise in body or spirit as we sing our call to worship. The words are also printed on your order of service.
This morning's opening words are by Joy Harjo. Remember the sky that you were born under. Know each of the stars' stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving away to night. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father. He is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. White earth, red earth, black earth, yellow earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life, who all have their tribes, their families, their histories. Talk to them. Listen to them. They are alive in poems. Remember the wind. Remember her voice. She knows the origin of the universe. Remember, you are all people, and all people are you. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. Remember, all that is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember, language comes from this. Remember, the dance language is that life is. Remember. Now please rise in body or spirit and join in singing hymn number 347, Gather the Spirit.
This song is called Autumn's Call. I wrote it when Caitlin asked me to come play for this service. I am incomplete in so many ways. I have left undone so many days. The sun sinks low in the evening sky. The years quickly roll by. So many songs left to write. And books to take me through the night. And now I must put right when I was less than polite. Friends have come and they've gone. like the moon with the dawn. And you have stayed, you never waved, and I thank my lucky stars. The sky is clear, winter's near. The season is late, I do not fear. I'll take what I have left and leave with no regrets. I'll take what I have left and leave with no regrets.
Thank you, Mike. We are fortunate to have our own BBUUC member, Mike Bernos, to share his musical talents with us this morning, which he also does on many occasions. As a singer-songwriter, when he's not playing here, you can find him playing with one of his bands, Spice and the Po' Boys and Ample Angst. And did y'all get that Caitlin mentioned, or no, that Mike mentioned that he wrote this song especially for this service when Caitlin asked him to? Talented. The light of our chalice would soon flicker and die without the oil that nourishes its flame. And just as this flame cannot burn without oil, this religious community cannot survive or thrive without the financial as well as the personal support of our members and friends, the oil that keeps the flame of our liberal religious faith alive and fuels the shared mission and ministry of this fellowship. Let us give freely and generously, an offering to sustain and strengthen our shared religious community, a community of memory, hope, faith, and love. For we are now the keepers of this flame that burns for justice, its dream of a beloved community, its vision of a world made whole. At this time, I would like to invite our ushers, Helen Met and Kathy Sheffield, to pass our plates to receive your generous contributions, both large and small. And even if your contribution is simply the gift of your presence and support of our values, we invite you to hold and pass the plate so that your energy can be gathered and shared with others. Once the plates have been passed, we will all rise in body or spirit to join in the singing of hymn number 123, Spirit of Life.
This time of year is a season of transition, a time for both reflection and preparation. As the dark of night begins to enshroud our days, we look for ways to keep our lights burning bright through the coming winter. Cultures around the world honor this transition with holidays like Samhain, the pagan holiday honoring the end of harvest season and the beginning of winter. Diwali, a Hindu holiday honoring lightness over dark, and All Souls Day, or Dia de los Muertos, a day to honor loved ones we've lost, balancing that loss with the candlelight of our remembrance. All of these holidays remind us that inside the growing darkness of the season, we bear the light that will see us through to spring. As we take stock of the year's harvest and the bounty of our heritage, our light strengthens. The light within one can brighten a table. Joining the light of one with the many lights of others can light a city. Today, we open the door to our departed, asking them to share their light with us so we may in turn bring it to others. This morning, as we light flames for the lives we've lost, may we absorb those lives back into ourselves, allowing them to nourish us, making us not empty, but whole.
Please hear this reading by Alberto Rios. You are not 15 or 12 or 17. You are 100 wild centuries and 15, bringing with you in every breath and in every step everyone who has come before you, all the yous that you have been, the mothers of your mother, the fathers of your father. If someone in your family was trouble, 100 were not. The bad do not win, not finally, no matter how loud they are. We simply would not be here if that were so. You are made fundamentally from the good. With this knowledge, you never march alone. You are the breaking news of the century. You are the good who has come forward. Through it all, even if many days feel otherwise. But think, when you as a child learned to speak, it was not that you did not know words. It's that from the centuries, you knew so many. And it's hard to choose the words that will be your own. From those centuries, we human beings bring with us the simple solutions and songs, the river bridges and the star charts and song harmonies, all in service to a simple idea, that we make a house called tomorrow. What we bring finally into this new day and every day is ourselves. And that's all we need to start. That's everything we need to keep going. Look back only for as long as you must, then go forward into the history that you will make. Be good, then better. Write books, cure disease, make us proud, make yourself proud. And those who came before you, when you hear thunder, hear it as their applause.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. The baffled king Oh, sing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain. I didn't even know the name. But if I did, well really, what does it matter? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter what you heard. The holy are the broken. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, I did my best, though it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't come here to fool ya. And even though it all went wrong, I stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. Help me. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
I don't know if I believe in an afterlife. People have imagined it so many ways. I think about TV shows like The Good Place, where people who have passed go to the good place, but then it turns out they're actually in the bad place. Or Ghosts, where a collection of deceased spirits bring their lifetime baggage to new homeowners who try their best to live gracefully among them. Or the 1991 Albert Brooks film, Defending Your Life, where the main character, Daniel, dies and goes on trial to make his case to go to heaven instead of hell. We have images of people playing harps in the clouds, and we have ghost hunters and the medium, John Edward, who speaks to people on the other side for us. And then there are characters like Gregory House, who believes people simply die and decompose, and that's the end of it. The truth is, no one really knows for sure what happens when we die. My father died when I was 12, suddenly from a heart attack. One night, not long after he died, I lay in bed, staring at the gray and white stripes of the mattress on the top bunk above me, overwhelmed with grief and loneliness. Memories of sitting in the backyard watching fireworks from the firemen's carnival behind our house, listening to, what else? Ghost stories around the campfire. Him teaching me how to draw daffodils that all ran through my mind. On nights like this, when I couldn't sleep, he used to sit on the edge of my bed and sing "Summertime" to me in his deep bass voice. Daddy and Mommy are standing by were always the last words I heard before falling asleep. Unable to take it anymore, I got up to turn on some music on the CD player he'd just given me that Christmas. I plopped in the latest Billy Joel CD, and knelt next to my bed to pray. I didn't know how to pray. We were not a religious family. But I remember Dad had said when he felt the most lost, kneeling to pray to whatever God would listen always worked. And so I prayed. I asked for just one more minute with my father, just to say goodbye. I'd not had that chance. He died too suddenly. I wanted just one more hug, one more chance to hear him say, "I love you," one more song. And then I heard this song playing on the stereo. Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you. Then you should always know, wherever you may go, no matter where you are, I never will be far away. In that moment, I believed he was right behind me, and I didn't dare turn around lest he disappear, just like Santa Claus, who I knew always disappeared in front of disbelieving children. Looking back today, I believe less. It was probably just an amazing coincidence. But coincidence or not, it brought me tremendous comfort. And even if it was nothing more than a coincidence, it took my deep awareness and sincere acceptance to feel that relief. Even coincidences can have deep meaning. Not to sound conceited, but that makes me think maybe I am the afterlife. Maybe we all are. Memory is very real, and memory can take on a life of its own, a life that continues after death. Our memories make the afterlife what it is for us. In that way, maybe all our realities are the true reality, because we ourselves are that reality. And that's comforting. As we light our candles and hold our photographs and memories close, those we have lost live and breathe in our hearts and souls. I love that idea. I appreciate it. But this gift comes with responsibility. We can cling to these moments, some of us holding on for dear life, but the living, breathing heritage within us is literally dying to come out. It is up to us to carry it forward, to transform our memories into tangible evidence of our loved ones' ongoing existence. And I think we do this maybe without even realizing it. Like my father did for me, I sing Summertime to my children when they can't sleep. I help teach them how to draw. I'm no good at ghost stories, but where I lack skill there, I shift and channel my mother, who was an excellent empathizer. For better or worse, I simply can't hold in her sarcasm, and just like her, it gets me in trouble sometimes. Even more than those little things, my parents showed me how to love and love fiercely and unconditionally, to love everyone I meet to the absolute best of my ability, even people I hate. And that part's not easy, but it was part of their legacy too. Even people I don't understand or agree with at all came from a state of innocence, even if only for a few short nascent moments. That innocence stays with us underneath all the layers of garbage we may place on top of it. And that's the innocence I try to embrace in everyone. And sometimes I can't, and my parents couldn't always do it either. And they taught me that that's okay too. None of us is perfect. What's important is that we try. They taught me the value of honesty. I've never told someone a difficult truth and regretted it. And some truths are truly difficult. It amazes me how much people appreciate the truth, even when they don't like it. Facing what we know is always easier than facing something we don't. Despite herself sometimes, my mom taught me the importance of mental health. Because of her, I can provide detailed information to family members and peers with mental illness, and share coping strategies that really work. I can see the dawn of hope in people's eyes that comes with validation and empowerment. I can advocate, and I can help my own self when things start to slide. In this room today, we have invited our loved ones to join us. We have opened the door as wide as possible. Take a moment to sit with them and listen. What are they saying? Or are they just sitting beside you, inside you, comforting you? Sit for a moment and allow them in. Listen to their whispers. Whether you felt a spiritual connection to your loved one right now, or if you felt like this is just a lot of hooey, I hope you at least find the inner peace to believe that maybe without even knowing it, you carry them forward in love and light. Our love for them cannot be without influence, both theirs and ours. Today, let them stir something in you, and may that stirring bring you peace. May it be so. Now we're going to rise in body or spirit to sing hymn number 336, All My Memories of Love. This one may be unfamiliar, so Gary is going to play it through one time for us before we sing all the verses.
Please remain standing for the benediction. Grandmother, grandfather, guardians of the four directions, Great Spirit at the center of all things. Thank you for this day and for our lives. Thank you for the bounty and blessings and abundance that you provide for us to enjoy. Thank you for the lessons that you place before us each day. Thank you for the vision to recognize these lessons for what they are. Thank you for the wisdom to understand the meaning of these lessons for our lives. And thank you for the courage to live in this new understanding. Our worship is ended. Now go out in service to your community and respect your past and write your new history.